Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Gigo, and this is the Boom project, which we are about to, remodel it and start with the construction work. As you can see, the foundation has already been done, I think about 8 to 10 years ago when we started with this project. The owner wanted to build a hostel because during that time, 8 years ago, the Central University was there and it was booming, it was fresh, so a lot of people wanted to build hostels for students, but things changed and yeah, he couldn't continue or finish it, and now there are a lot of hostels around. So he's changed with the model and we're going for 8 units apartment. So it's from 16 hostel rooms to now 8 bedroom apartment. And as I always say, building is not a rush. He took his time to do the foundation, and all these years he's been piling up with the stones, buying the materials step by step. Building is all about planning and preparation. So here we are beginning with the foundation. We first have to clean the site, to see the edges and where the position of the pillars and everything will be before we continue. So as you know, this person, you see all the surrounding is still secured. The owner did a foundation after buying a land. You always have to test the land. As I say, you put like a foundation, then you leave it for some time, see what will happen. But nothing happened, so meaning the land is genuine and there's no argument or quarrel about it. So you can come back and build at any time that you want, you know. So here we are begin with the concrete casting of the foundation, and yeah, we've gone through this over and over on the channel. We all know what goes in and what goes out, what to do and what not to do. If you want to see more details about concrete casting, you can check in my playlist. I have the Tema project, the Pam Pam project, the Winner project. You can check in my playlist and you'll find all the details. So we have a discussion with the team, and we were making rough calculation of how much this owner is going to make in a year. And by the way, this is not a financial advice. This is pure entertainment. So if you need advice of what you want to do with your project, kindly please do seek for a financial advisor to advise you. Like I said, this is pure entertainment. So I also know that we all have our tastes. Our taste. Someone would like to build 3 bedrooms, 7 bedrooms, eight, five. Some people also like to, build apartment and share the compound with other people, which I support. That if you are building for the first time, your first project should always be something that will bring you income, and then from the income you can start building your dream house. By then you have all the experience in building, you've done all the mistakes, and you've gathered the right people to build for you, so then it makes it easier to build your special house. So let's go into the calculation. So like I said, this apartment is 8 units. So let's say the owner takes 1 unit for himself. And by the way, the owner stays in Ghana. I don't think that the owner has ever lived in Europe or outside of Africa before, but I believe maybe he might have visited, you know, but I'm yet to confirm that. So the owner, as I know, the person works in Ghana, has his business in Ghana, and he's staying in Ghana. So for sure, let's say if the owner takes 1 unit for himself, so remaining 7 now. So this 7, if every month you are getting 1,000, for every year, if you are getting 1,000 US dollars, so that means in total for the whole year you have 7,000 US dollars coming into you. And let's say for maintenance, on the compound and some little breakages and fixing, that will cost you 2,000 US dollars for the whole year, meaning you have 5,000 US dollars to yourself every year. 5,000 US dollars. And if you have your own work you're doing, that's your own, income. So you can add the 5,000 to your yearly savings and see how much you can save a year, living in the same compound, and just making this amount of money yearly. So now the question is, what will you do next with your 5,000? You might start a transportation, maybe buy a car and then use it for transportation business, or you might go back, buy land, buy more properties and keep building, or you can start building your dream house. This is just, example to give you an idea. Maybe someone will say it will cost you so much money to finish all the house. The thing is, you can target with one apartment at a time. So let's say the whole year you use your savings to finish one apartment. If you use your whole year, your savings to finish one apartment, then the next year, the money you get from that apartment, you use it to finish the next one. So meaning you are not using your own income to finish the houses. You're using the profit that comes from each room. And let's say after 7 years, you've already finished with everything. Then from 7 years time, you start cashing out. Meaning for the past 7 years, you've never put in your money into the business by just building one unit, just finishing one unit. So there are so many ways, you can make money in Ghana, because the reason why I'm saying this is that most people build house, they don't stay in there till they are 60, 70 years. When they come on pension, that's when they want to stay in the house. But then when you come on pension, your legs are weak to climb upstairs. So you end up staying downstairs. And if you are not lucky, the kids that you are building for might not like the design that you build, or maybe also want to build their own house, meaning you have to leave those house for your gate man, your maid, your house help. They are the ones enjoying your house for you. So this is just an example. This is just a thought that I want to share with you. Before you make a move, just think twice. Building is expensive. Maybe you also don't like to share compound with other people. If you have one plot, trust me, you can use half plot for your own project, for your own building, 3 bedrooms, which most estates are doing now. That is what we are buying. We are all buying those 3 bedroom house on a half plot. You have extra half plot to develop for business. The big house, trust me, the people you see building the big houses in Ghana, the fancy big house, it's not coming from their monthly income. That money is coming from investment they did years ago. Nobody is building those big mansions with their yearly income. They are all investments. That's why when they are building, it goes so smooth. That's how you're supposed to build. Building is not supposed to be something stressful. When you're building, you have to enjoy the process. You need to have time to go visit time to time to see what is happening, the changes. And this is my little take. If you want to build an investment for your pension, that's if you are between 40 years to 50 years and you are planning to build or to come up with an investment plan, I think this is a brilliant idea for you to consider. I mean, if you are planning for your pension, you are planning for something that you can make money out of, not build a house that you're going to stay there alone. So at least if you have this kind of apartment and you're making money monthly or yearly, you maintaining the house alone keeps you busy, especially for those who love green, who want to keep the compound green, plant, have a farm there. Those things will keep you busy and active whilst you're on pension. Maybe not working actively, you can be busy in the farm and that kind of stuff. So if you like this kind of video, kindly please do give me a thumbs up. Comment down below, let me know your thoughts. Maybe I might also learn one or two things. I'm not yet in my pension, so maybe those of you who are already there, you are experiencing one or two things, so maybe you can also share with me and I also pick it up from there. My next episode will be investment plan from the age of 25 to 40 years. I believe we can take all the risks. We can go through and experiment so many things. So I believe that age is for us to go wild and go hard on things that we really want. And from 40 years, we just have to look at whatever we've done and build from there. So if you're interested, then don't forget to like this video again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'll be uploading that video, I think, in the next two days, so you can check it out. And back to today's video. So after the concrete casting, we begin with the block works immediately. As you see, also our pipes are all fitted in, which will take all the drainage from the second floor to the ground floor. So work is progressing, and we are using Mr. Kwete for our block delivery. So that means everything goes very fast. Mr. Kwete is doing the supplying for this project. So meaning everything moves fast. And if you are well organized, your work will move very fast without no stress. That's why I always recommend using the production group. As we work in a team, we just see how best we can help each other, and then we move the project very fast. That is our interest. Our interest is that the work goes very fast. So if you need blocks for your construction work, if you're around the Winya, Tema, Boom, Pram Pram, Chopoli, Dawa, and you need blocks for your construction, just contact Mr. Kwete. That's his number on the screen. Whatever you want, just discuss anything with him, and he might be of help to you. So this brings us to the end of today's episode. Thanks for staying with me till this far. I really do appreciate your time spent on the channel. Next week, we'll see how the blocks goes up. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get do it.